This video shows how to connect to the remote training demos over the internet. Hi, I'm Matt Pelletier. In this video, I'd like to explain how we're able to let you connect to our demo equipment using the Yaskawa Site Manager. Then you can follow along with me step by step to log in and test your connection to the controller and IP camera. I'll explain a little bit about the demos and give you a few tips to keep in mind as you go through the training course. The Yaskawa Site Manager is the fundamental piece of hardware that makes this system work. We have this Site Manager hardware here at Yaskawa. One port connects to the internet, and the other ports connect to the devices. In this case, you'll be using an MPIEC training demo with a webcam. The network traffic is hosted by a server here in Chicago, which we refer to as the Gate Manager. You will connect to the Gate Manager using a small application on your PC called the Link Manager Client. This Link Manager Client gives your PC a virtual network adapter. You'll use your password and electronic certificate to connect to the devices as if you were right here with us. Of course, there will be some lag based on internet connection, so faster internet is better. As you can probably imagine, remote training is just one application for this type of system. Remote diagnostics and troubleshooting are the main reason that products like this exist. For more information, take a look at yaskawa.com. Before you can connect, you have to contact Yaskawa so you can receive an email with the information to log in, connect to a demo, and start the IP camera. I'll go through this now in detail. Please request access to the remote demo system by email to training@yaskawa.com. Please be sure to include your name and company. We will give you access through the weekend, and if you need more time, please let us know. Once everything is in place, you'll receive an email from Gate Manager 21, similar to this one. The email contains the Link Manager certificate file, the password, and a link to the Gate Manager. For reference, I'm using Chrome and this is the version, and here's what you do. From the email, download the certificate file, copy the password, and follow the link. I recommend you bookmark this link so you can come back here at any time. Go to Certificate and choose the file that you downloaded and paste in that password from your email and log in. You might also save the password here. In the tree on the left, you see a list of all the demo stations. Stations 1 through 4 are the MP2300 SIEC demos for the PLC Open Basics training. Stations 5 through 8 are the MP3300 IEC demos for Web UI, hardware configuration, and PLC Open Part 4. Stations 9 and 10 are also MP3300 IEC demos, with preference given to those taking the Sigma 7 servo tuning course. I'll start by using this MP2300 SIEC demo, and a little later I'll show the MP3300 IEC demo. To connect, expand the folder, select one of the hardware devices, and use Connect Group. The first time you connect, you'll have to install the Link Manager client on your PC. So we'll click Install Link Manager and run this download. The setup is pretty straightforward. And it goes by pretty quick, so I'll close this. Next, we'll choose Start Link Manager. And for convenience, I would check the box, always open these files, and open Link Manager Client. And this shows now the Link Manager is running down here in the system tray. We can hit retry, Now, we're not trying to be tricky here, but there is still a link manager dialog that has appeared behind the browser, and it is important that you find this and click yes. And now I got this message, remote device is already in use, and that means that there is another user attempting to use this demo. Therefore, I'm going to choose a different demo. Let's go into demo 3 here and do the same thing. Connect group. And once I'm connected, I'll also see this green lightning bolt. That's the telltale sign here, is if you see a green lightning bolt, don't bother trying to connect to those devices in that station. That station's already in use. Now we need to verify communication to these devices, and the easiest way to do that is to connect to the web UI of the controller. All you do is copy the IP address, go to a new browser tab and paste that in, and within a couple seconds you should expect to see the web UI interface for the controller. If you don't see this web UI, then you have a communication problem, and it's possible that, for example, your communications are blocked by your company network settings, or maybe you need to turn off your VPN software on your PC. So please consult your network administrator if you can't get this far, and let us know also if you're experiencing any problems. We have some solutions for you. Now, the other device we're connected to here is the webcam, and we're going to have to use Internet Explorer to use the webcam. Let's start by copying the IP address, and now go to Internet Explorer. And you have to do it this way. You would type http:// paste the IP address, and then :88, meaning port 88. This brings up the camera login screen with a prompt to install this add-on called IPC Web Components. Go ahead and install that. Yes to close Internet Explorer. And yes to close Chrome. And now we'll go through the install of this. And finish. Let's start Explorer again. And type in that URL again, http:// IP address 88. And you see now you have the option to run this add-on. So let's click allow. And the username is lowercase student. And the password is always Yaskawa 1. That's also lowercase. And log in. And we're in. Here's the demo. On the controls, you can pan back and forth. You can tilt up and down, get the best angle, the best view that you need. You can double click to go full screen. The MP2300 SIEC demo unit has 2 Sigma 5 amplifiers that run these 2 motors on the right. Both of these servo amplifiers are networked using Mechatrolink 2 back up to the MP2300 SIEC controller. There is an I/O card that connects to the switch panel on the right, which we will not be able to use for this remote self-guided training. Okay, now let me show you the MP3300 IEC demo. Back in the Gate Manager, choose a demo that's open. Click on one of the devices. Click Connect Group. Yes, we'll have to disconnect from the other demo. This controller has a different IP address, but I'll test my communication with that one. There's the MP3300 IEC. And also the IP camera has a different IP address. So paste that in with port 88. It's the same username and password. Student, Yaskawa 1, all lowercase. And there's the MP3300 IEC demo. Let's go over the components of this demo. We've got a dual-axis Sigma 7 amplifier running these two motors on the left, and the single-axis amplifier runs the motor on the right. Both of these servos are networked with Mechatrolink 3 down to the MP3300 IEC. The controller can communicate to the VIPA I/O module on the bottom right. However, this is not the VIPA module that you see here in the gate manager. On the back of these demos, we have wired another VIPA interface module that connects power and even an absolute encoder battery there at the top. This will be controlled by the Yaskawa remote I/O interface. The Yaskawa remote I/O interface is an HMI software application that runs on your PC. It's part of the class materials download for the MP3300 IEC controller training. It communicates directly to the controller using Modbus TCP protocol. This allows the HMI to control the functionality programmed in the MP3300 IEC controller as long as it is programmed for it. The very bottom portion, called Z-axis hardware connection options, works regardless of programming. These buttons control that VIPA I/O block at the back of the demo over Modbus TCP. We've customized the wiring of the demo such that the absolute encoder battery can be disconnected, control power to the amplifiers can be disconnected, and servo inputs such as overtravel can be toggled through the VIPA module. This way we can simulate scenarios that happen in the field, such as absolute encoder battery alarms and overtravel conditions. The remote I/O interface is part of the class materials download with any of the training courses that use the MP3300 IEC. It's called Yaskawa Remote I/O. Simply download, run this, and just run setup the first time and install. Go into the settings to be sure that the IP address matches what you have connected to. In this case, I need 86 and 204. And save. An easy test to confirm that this is working is to pull up the IP camera and disconnect XYZ control power. And you'll see that the amplifier display turns off. Click it again, it'll turn green, and you'll see the display light up. I'll explain more about this later in the training courses. Okay, now, one thing to note is when you close your browser, you're actually still connected. And that's because this Link Manager client keeps running here in the system tray. You can see it. And you can see that this virtual adapter is still up and still connected within your network connections. I'll pull up the browser again. And when you're done for the day, you can log off, but as before, notice the client is still running and the Link Manager adapter still exists and still connected. It's fine to leave it like this, but if you want to completely exit the Link Manager client, just go to it, right-click on it, and choose Exit. The next time you want to access the remote demos, it will be real quick and simple because everything's set up. Just go to the Gate Manager 21, that's gm21.ckemia.com. Your certificate and password's all set up, so you log in. You're in the system, you choose your demo, connect, and you're ready to go. You can test your connection and be thorough. And open the camera to see what's going on. The login's already in there. You just click Login. It's quick and easy. A couple tips here before we wrap it up. If you have any connection problems, please first be sure that your local VPN service is off. If a VPN is active, you might be able to connect but not communicate with the devices. So if you're having trouble connecting, please talk to your network administrator, and also please let us know. There is an alternate solution for this where you could remotely access a PC here at Yaskawa and connect to the demos that way. Also, please be aware that users can connect to any station, but only one user is allowed on a station at a time. And like we saw here before, stations already in use are indicated with that green lightning bolt over the icon. Two users cannot simultaneously connect to the same station. This does mean that you might not be able to use the same station every time because another user could connect first. In that case, please use one of the other stations. But even if you do find the same station open, remember another user could have used that station and changed its configuration while you were away. So please save your data before you disconnect. And when you return, remember to restore the configuration, the servo parameters, the programs before you proceed. Good luck with the self-guided training. We hope that you can learn efficiently and enjoy the process. Thank you.